The Kansas City Chiefs are gearing up for another exciting NFL season, and their star tight end Travis Kelce is looking as dominant as ever out on the practice field. Kelce has been a key part of the Chiefs' high-powered offense for years now, hauling in touchdown after touchdown and helping lead his team to the playoffs time and time again. But this week, Kelce was surprisingly absent from Chiefs practice, and the reason why is pretty remarkable. It turns out the all-pro tight end took a surprise trip all the way to Europe to visit his girlfriend, the pop star Taylor. Let's take a closer look at how this whole situation went down. Coach Reid: Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise when Travis came to me earlier this week and said he needed to miss a couple days of practice. He told me he had a family emergency come up, and he needed to fly over to Europe right away. I was a little concerned at first, but he assured me everything was okay, and that he'd be back in time for our next session. So Coach Reid and the Chiefs coaching staff agreed to let Kelce take the trip, not knowing the full story behind his sudden travel plans. But as we soon found out, this wasn't just any family emergency, it was a romantic getaway to see his famous pop star girlfriend Taylor. Footage from the airport shows Kelce hurrying to catch his flight, likely wanting to get to Europe as quickly as possible. And sure enough, just a day later, photos and videos started surfacing online of Kelce reuniting with Taylor in a surprise visit. Fans were delighted to see the two superstars together, snapping photos and videos as Kelce and Taylor explored the streets of what appears to be London or Paris. The couple seemed overjoyed to be spending time with each other, holding hands and stealing kisses as they took in the sights. It's clear that despite their busy schedules, Kelce and Taylor make their relationship a top priority. And this surprise trip just to see his girlfriend for a few days is a really sweet gesture from the Chiefs star. Coach Reid: Yeah, I was a little surprised when I found out the real reason Travis needed to go to Europe. But at the end of the day, I understand these guys have lives and relationships outside of football. As long as he's back in time and ready to go for our next practice, I'm fine with him taking a couple days to see his girlfriend. Coach Reid makes a good point. Even the biggest NFL stars like Travis Kelce deserve to have a personal life and make time for their significant others. And based on the happy photos, it seems like this quick trip to Europe was just what Kelce needed to recharge before rejoining his team. Of course, some fans might be a little frustrated to see their star tight end missing valuable practice time. But the Chiefs know how important Kelce is to their success, and they're willing to give him a bit of leeway to maintain that critical work-life balance. After all, when you're as dominant of a player as Travis Kelce, the Chiefs know they can afford to cut you a little slack every now and then. Kelce has been a rock for this Chiefs offense for years, consistently making highlight reel plays and helping Kansas City remain one of the top teams in the AFC. So as long as Kelce comes back from Europe recharged and ready to go, Chiefs fans shouldn't have too much to complain about. This is a guy who gives it his all week in and week out, and he's more than earned the right to take a quick trip to see his girlfriend. At the end of the day, it's just great to see two of the biggest stars in their respective fields taking the time to nurture their relationship. Travis Kelce may be putting in work to prepare for another NFL season, but he's also making sure to prioritize the important people in his life. And based on these photos, it seems like that trip to Europe with Taylor was exactly what the all-pro tight end needed.